So the guy who threw the sandwich worked for the DOJ. I'm sorry. You can't make this up.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up? A viral video has been circulating all over the internet since all agencies and the National Guard have been boots on the ground in D.C. And let's be real, not a whole lot of people are happy about this whole situation. Now, there's one situation where this guy, it's a viral video. I'm going to show you guys this first. This guy's literally throwing a sandwich, seriously throwing a sandwich at agents, at actual officers on the first day they were deployed. Now, this, like I said, this was a video that's been viral over the last few days. Everybody's been reacting to it, talking about it, laughing at it, because this guy goes unhinged and then basically says, well, he calls them fascists, etc. And then he throws his Subway sandwich right at this dude's chest. And then it's the weakest sprint across the street. And then he gets detained. It's just a video you have to see for yourself. I mean, it's just, maybe he was worried about pulling a hammy. Maybe he just wasn't fully, ready for it. Maybe he was wearing slides, maybe some flip-flops, maybe some Crocs. No, he's wearing sneakers. But still, you know what I mean? He didn't really expect that he had to book it. Look at this video. This is just a snippet of it because he's getting unhinged. He's walking back and forth, saying all kinds of crazy stuff. He clearly has a problem with this deployment of agencies and of course the National Guard in this place. So in the DC. So you got to take a look at this. This is just, it's comical.
Motherfucker!
Straight up. What makes it? I'm sorry. And it's the slowest takeoff I've ever seen.
Motherfucker!
Okay, now I'm just wondering who won the 50-yard dash in that situation. I'm just saying, clearly he wasn't gonna make it past the block. All right, he clearly had not warmed up fully to do what he did. But now we got new information about this guy. Like I said in the very beginning, this guy used to work or was working for the DOJ. Okay, he was working for the Justice Department, and now he's been fired, according to Attorney General Pam Bondi. He has been cut from his job because of this very viral moment. And yeah, there's a lot of people that are very angry out there, and he happens to be one of those people that just is not happy about the situation. So much that he was willing to sacrifice that poor 12-inch Subway sandwich to get his point across, okay? All those cold cuts all over the ground. Now he's locked up and he's got a grumbling stomach. Let's take a look at this. So it says, a man who admitted throwing a sandwich at a federal law enforcement officer. I'm sorry, I can't stop chuckling at that because he literally threw a sandwich. This wasn't just him like throwing a fist or throwing a shoe. No, he's throwing a sandwich. He definitely was in his fifis on this situation. And let me be real, for a lot of people who are feeling some type of way about this, I don't blame them. Okay, so moving on. All right, so he threw this sandwich at federal law enforcement, at a federal law enforcement officer deployed in the Washington D.C. area. Okay, he actually worked at the Justice Department, and now he has officially been fired, according to Attorney General Pam Bondi, because everybody and their mama wanted to know who this guy was and what was he doing, right? According to charging documents, Sean Dunn allegedly threw a submarine-style sandwich at a Customs and Border Patrol officer stationed at a busy intersection in Northwest Washington, D.C. on Sunday. In the video of the incident that was cited in the charges, okay, Dunn can be seen yelling at the agent and other officers in the vicinity before throwing the wrapped sandwich at the officer's chest. Dunn attempted to flee on foot before he was apprehended. He didn't attempt. That was like speed walking. He didn't even try to sprint, okay? He didn't even try to get away. He just got arrested, period. He just wanted to burn a few calories, get a few more steps in, all right? Because he was only a few more steps He was trying to make his steps, get his steps in for the day. So he had to just take a few more. So he accomplished that. And then he got his ass arrested. Okay. According to the affidavit, Sean Dunn, yelled, "F you, you effing fascists. Why are you here? I don't want you in my city," before crossing the street. He later returned and threw the sandwich. Dunn, according to the documents, confessed after he was arrested, telling law enforcement, "I did it. I threw a sandwich." Yeah, you can see, he full on like he's about to launch that into space, okay? But he launches it right into that man's chest, all right? In a post on X Thursday, Pam Bondi wrote, she had, quote unquote, just learned that the defendant worked at the Department of Justice. No longer. Not only is he fired, he has been charged with a felony. Big time. Yeah, you don't do that to federal officers, for sure. Okay, you're going to get hit with federal charges for sure. This is again an example of the deep state we've been up against for 7 months as we work to refocus DOJ. This is what she said. Continuing saying, we will not work in this administration while disrespecting our government and law enforcement. According to the DOJ's source, Dunn's Office of International Affairs within the department's criminal division. So he was a part of the international affairs within the department's criminal division, which is very, very interesting. Okay, so his LinkedIn page said that he worked as a trial attorney at the department. He is charged with 1 count of assaulting federal law enforcement. No plea has been entered in the case, nor has a hearing been scheduled as of Thursday afternoon. So CBS, the article we're reading here, reached out to his attorney. So Janine Pirro, the U.S. attorney for Washington, D.C., said in a video announcing the arrest that her office is going to back the police to the hilt. So there, stick your Subway sandwich somewhere else. This, you can't. This is becoming a political satire. Moving on, federal law enforcement and National Guard members were deployed in the District of Columbia this week, which we already know. And there's a lot of people that feel some type of way about this, so much that they're willing to launch their dinner at law enforcement, at agents. Now, I know there's a lot of people that are like, hey, don't get at these particular people, like the agents and the soldiers. They're just following orders. Some of them don't want to really be there. Some of them don't agree with what they're being asked to do. I don't know yet. We don't know everything as of yet. But we can't sit here and deny that there are orders that they are following right now as we speak. Now, how they're going to handle things throughout this weekend, I don't know. It is only Thursday. Checkpoints have already been opened, already been created in various areas of DC. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens over this weekend as well. Maybe it may be worse than a sandwich over this weekend. I hope that's not the case. I'm hoping that everything is done peacefully. If people want to demonstrate, by all means, they can demonstrate. That is their legal right. That is their First Amendment right, as long as it's done peacefully, right? So again, we'll see what happens here. But man, who launches their own sandwich at law enforcement? I'm just saying, who does that? What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. This isn't just insane, okay? Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button down below. Crush that subscribe button. And as we continue to hear more craziness, you'll be hearing it right here. I'm keeping close watch on DC for sure, okay? And also, if you are, on TikTok, please make sure you follow me over there on TikTok as well. So don't forget to hit that like button down below here, subscribe here to my YouTube channel, go to my TikTok, or follow over there. If you can, that'll be greatly appreciated. And yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.